Welcome to SethCraft. I'm Seth. I'm standing in my 3D print room. I've got 3 of the Bamboo A1 printers set up. My very first product is almost done and ready to be packaged and shipped. I also have laser engraved items and custom signs that I will be packing and shipping as well. So my pack and ship station is going to be multi-use, but I feel like it's important to bring you along and show you the progress of that as well. So let's step into this room over here and I will show you my future pack and ship station, and let's go ahead and get some things set up and ready to use. Okay, this is it, my pack and ship station. So the table is about 2.5 feet in this direction, and it's an L shape, so I've got about 3 feet over here to work with, and it's 2 feet off of the wall. So let me give you a closer look so you can see what we're working with. As you can see, it's an L-shaped desk that I built into the wall. So first of all, over here, I have got an air pillow machine. It's actually a brand new company, and they asked that I would use it in my shop, and so here it is. I also have this Munbyn thermal printer. We'll get to check out that here in a moment. And these are the air pillows that came with that machine there. So let me step back. You can see I've got lots of space on the wall for storing stuff. And of course, my big shelf up top as well that I can store stuff. And then lastly, I've got room up under this desk as well. So I don't have the boxes yet for my 3D product, but I did get some boxes here for some of my laser stuff. And what I'm going to be shipping out is cut flat, and people will assemble it. And so I got some boxes that are adjustable. So let's go ahead and quickly run through the items I've got here. And I do want to set up this thermal printer and print out a label. Okay, so boxes are boxes, right? But I wanted to show you that these boxes are adjustable. Okay, so yeah, basically these boxes have these perforations, and so you can bend and fold them at the one that you need to ship something that's either ½ inch or a whole inch. And so basically if I pick, like, let's say this top line here, like that, and then fold this one up. Yeah, so you could basically ship something that is bigger or flatter. Well, terrible example, but there you go. That's the idea. I've been selling products online for over 10 years now, and for the first 9 years of that, I used a plain paper printer to get my labels printed out. And my good friend said, you ought to get a thermal printer. And so I finally broke down and bought one, and it is a game changer. So today, to be able to install a thermal printer right from the beginning is going to make this shipping process so much better. So before I install the shelf here for the box storage, let's go ahead and take a look at this thermal printer. Okay, so there were 2 boxes in the big box. This one right here looks like an instruction booklet. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward. We don't need that. Here is the thermal printer. Seems like it's pretty well packaged. And then it's got an accessory box over here. Hopefully they gave us some samples to work with. Nope, looks like just power cord and a couple of USB here. Looks like it's a stand for the for your materials to go into. Wait, hold on. I see an extra couple of labels in here next to this manual. Okay, nice. We can work with those. Okay, so I set up the stand. It's pretty cool. It'll do both the 4x6 labels, and also this top piece comes off, and you can put the roll of stickers up there because the thermal printer can do both. So very cool. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. It did have a power cord with power adapter. It's a nice long cord, but it also came with a USB-C to USB-C cable here, and then an adapter if you want to go to the traditional USB type A. But this also has Bluetooth in it, so I don't know, maybe use one or the other. We'll see. So if I push the button over here on the side, it will release the top, and you can pull out this sticker that's in here. And it gives you the option to contact through their download the app, get the WhatsApp or YouTube videos. So the info on here, this is the Munbyn RW402B. Very cool. I'll save this in case I need it, but let's go ahead and get this set up, and I'll use my phone to print out a test label here. So on the back, it's got some cooling ports, power button, USB Type-C. Here is the power input. On the top, you've got the print button, and then here's what it looks like on the inside. So, all right, let's go ahead and place this over here, and I will plug this up to power. Okay, I plugged it up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on here and see what we get. A red ring of death. Now, hopefully it just means that the lid is open. All right, I'm gonna line this up, feed one of these labels up under here, which is cool. I think it's gonna keep that pretty straight. And then let's go ahead and close this. All right, let's go do the calibration real quick. Cool, that was fast. All right, let me go here and see if I can find this with my phone for the Bluetooth. So I've actually got a sample label that I found on Google. I downloaded the app and it's asking to connect this printer, so let's go ahead and try that. All right, if you have a label on your phone, you can click that and import it into the app. And then let's see if we can do a print and review here. We want to do a 4x6, I do believe. Oh, cool. You can change the speed and density right here. We'll leave it at the standard for now and see if we can't get this to do a print. Okay, well, it looks like it got all the information right there as needed. There's the sample label that was printed out. And of course, these labels have the peel off sticky on the back, so you can put that on your box. All right, well, that could not be any easier. Okay, very cool. It's nice to know that I can use the phone with Bluetooth to print out from this thermal printer. I believe whenever I have a mini PC and a monitor with a small keyboard and mouse, I will do a wired connection to make sure it's always good to go and not have to have Bluetooth connected in here. So very cool. I'm so thankful to have that. This seems like a very nice thermal printer that is affordable. So I'll have that link in the description down below to the Amazon page. All right, on to the next thing. Now, this is an air pillow machine. It's got a roller right here, and that's where you put one of these filament rolls on there. And there are different types of bubble wrap, basically. You got big bubbles, you got tubes right here, and then this, I think, are actually bags. One of those will fit on this roller here, and the filament goes in and around and then attaches to this little nozzle. It pulls the plastic through, and air blows and fills those up as you go. So basically you make your own bubble wrap, essentially. As far as space goes, I'm thinking maybe back there in the corner. Let's give it a try. I anticipate that my pack and ship center will move around multiple times as I am getting used to it, but if this could stay over here. Now those filaments are kind of long, so they're gonna stick out, let's see, well, about right there, so not terrible. So my thoughts are, if I can make a shelf for the thermal printer, it would be up here somewhere. I'll have a space for my monitor on the wall and the mini PC, and maybe a little holder for the mouse and keyboard. And that would get everything on this table out of the way. And then I would also have that whole side to also work with. So I think with having my computer and other equipment up and out of the way, I could easily have a couple of boxes lined up here and even on this side. And then whenever I need to actually get a label, I'll have my stuff up top, and I mean, maybe I could even just have my keyboard on a little shelf and the mouse and not even have to have that on my table either. So if I have the thermal printer on the shelf, monitor and mini PC on the wall, I'll have my bubbles, I'll have my boxes. I'm thinking maybe some of those totes that I can put up under here for storing various packing materials. And then I could put a shelf up here or two, such as these wire shelves. And that would allow me to also store boxes and stuff for easy access. I know this pack and ship setup video is short and sweet, just kind of showing you some of the equipment I'm working with and what I intend on using this backspace for. So if you already have a pack and ship location set up, I would really appreciate your input. Is this going to be enough? Do I need to have certain kinds of storage or shelves up here? And yeah, just leave your feedback in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see the progress of me setting up my 3D print business and getting things on this pack and ship station all set up as well. I believe in the next video for setting this up, I will hopefully be getting a shelf put up and also get a mini PC and monitor up here as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm Seth with the SethCraft shop, and I will see you in the next video.